In this episode, we explored the beautiful west coast of Croatia. We walked the cobbled street of medieval towns, explore ancient castles, fortresses, as we work our way down the coastline of the Adriatic Sea. From the Istria peninsula up north, down to the rock-climbing Mecca of Paklenica National Park. In the last episode of Nomads for Love, we drove from Sweden to Croatia, a really long journey through Europe under time pressure to leave the Schengen area before Scott's visa expired. Now we're traveling the world together. This is our story as Nomads for Love. We live full-time in a van, jumping borders every 3 months, just so we can be together while we wait for immigration. We start our Croatian journey up north on the peninsula of Istria. While most of it belongs to Croatia, it has a complicated history, and Slovenia and Italy also hold claims. It boasts a beautiful coastline and a lovely Mediterranean climate further south. And having left the cold and wintry Scandinavia behind, the warm and sunny beaches are a welcome sight. It's nice and warm compared to Sweden.
We park up for a few days Numag, a popular summer resort town most known for its yearly tennis tournament. It's a bit ironic. We just park up old Dory in the middle of this fancy resort area for free, for days. It's pretty warm.
Yeah?
We found it completely deserted this time of year.
Swim, get cleaned up. Fisherman has caught a seagull on his hook.
Unhook it, mate.
Scott's walked over there. There he goes. Oh wow. That's a happy bird. Well done, guys. Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Good luck.
Oh, well done, darling. Did he swallow the hook?
No.
Okay.
He had the hook in his wing.
Oh, yeah. The seagull went for the bait the fisherman was using, and in the process got himself caught on the hook. Yeah. It's a big heroic rescue effort this morning.
Took 2 grown men.
2 grown men to free the bird.
2 grown men in a tea towel. Eager to keep exploring, we follow the coast south without much of a plan. We stop for an afternoon hike up an old climbing crag. The site has been suspended to protect the wildlife, but the views over the valley are worth the climb.
It's kind of a shame. Looked like it's been pretty good climbing here at some point.
You can reach each bolt pretty much with one move from the last one. So
yeah.
It's just, you need lots of gear hanging off you.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'd feel happy to just have a go at that.
Yeah.
And not look at the grading, just have some fun on it.
Yeah. And Dory is slowly but surely climbing up this mountain in second gear. Oh, come on, you got this. He crawled all the way up the mountain in second gear. The adventure bus.
Living up to her name.
Yeah.
That evening we stopped to enjoy the sunset views from a tiny medieval town, perched high above the valley.
That's very good. Can't beat the view.
These charming hilltop towns surrounded by olive groves are typical for the region and a must-see.
We're gonna go climbing. It's beautiful and it's calm.
I still haven't figured out, we haven't had really a drop of rain yet.
Nope.
I don't know whether we've got really lucky or if we're just, this is like early November, it's just nice and peaceful and we've just had a good time. We come across the romantic fishing port of Revenge, home to one of the most popular rock climbing areas in Istria.
Yeah.
The site was once a quarry. Many Venetian palaces were built from stones taken from here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're joking.
Yeah, nice. It's good to get your feet up as high as possible and push off. Yes, and then push off that foot. Don't be scared of that foot. Don't be scared to push up. We get a few scenic climbs in before the sun drops into the sea.
Yeah. We just parked up and wanted to take a walk and stumbled across this beautiful climbing crag. Lots of people climbing. So we ran back to the van and got our gear. Yeah, that's all good.
As darkness falls, we follow a local climber and fellow van lifer into Revenge for drinks and pizza. The town is very quiet despite the weekend, but we have a very nice evening learning more about the local culture.
Good morning, babe.
Good morning. Where are we?
We're in a beautiful little beach in Pula, Croatia.
Pula, Croatia, eh? Okay.
We continue south to Pula, on the southernmost tip of the peninsula. It's the largest city in Istria, known for its ancient Roman heritage.
Need your eyes.
I don't see anything coming, darling. You're good to go. Oh, I have to take the back.
What?
I'm great at navigating. Real neat. I like it a lot. Most famous is the arena. It's among the largest and best preserved Roman amphitheaters in the world. This is the Colosseum. I think you have to pay to go in. So you pay somewhere. Ah, look, public toilets maybe. It says BWC down there.
No way.
No way.
No way.
This is funny. We have this obsession with toilets. It's only because there are none. We're not really that obsessed with toilets. And while the Colosseum is really cool, the Pula market left a much more vibrant and lasting impression on us, with its colorful fruit and produce vendors. This amazing Sunday market in Pula. Some really nice produce. We bought some chickpeas so we can make our own falafels because we haven't been able to find any falafels anywhere.
Chickpeas and garlic.
Yeah, so we're all set. Wow. That's kumra, yeah?
Yeah, it's a good one. Good soil here.
So we're paying 46 kuna, or €6, to drive over to this island. Finally leaving Istria, we crossed a mile-long bridge connecting the mainland with Kirk, the largest Croatian island in the northern Adriatic.
Parking spot down
We spent a few days exploring this quiet, deserted beach communities and rich historical heritage. Okay, so the reason this lady, poor lady, is here and getting her boobs rubbed is because here's the old school laundry facilities. Yeah, washboard rocks. Fantastic. I love it. And it's an underground stream. The water looks beautiful. Good old St. Lucie. Beautiful mountain behind it. Driving through Baska, we stop in to visit the Church of St. Lucie. This is where the Baska tablet was found. A rather unassuming structure that sounded much cooler than it was. We continue on our quest. Strolling through the narrow cobbled street of the city of Kirk, we find a deserted town serving up a beautiful walk through history along its 2,000-year-old walls, Frankopan family castle, and the 5th century stone cathedral complex which dominates the city. Look at these floors, they're amazing. Okay. Oh, wow. Fortress built between 12th and 15th centuries. We come across an extensive network of stone walls. Intrigued, we learn that they were built out of agricultural necessity, clearing space to grow olive trees and grapevines. This practice left stones stacked around geometric plots, creating a grid stretching on for miles. Scott's into it.
I could have been a Roman.
It's quite remarkable. We can park up almost anywhere without any of the locals taking much notice of us. Dory kind of blends in, not being a flash new camper, just an old beat up bin among the rest, although glorious blue. Oh yeah, this is van life, baby. Beach in Croatia. Completely deserted, eh? Because everything is closed.
It's got our own hydro slides.
Yeah.
Theme park.
Enjoying the quiet life, we decide not to spend any time in either Rijeka or Zadar, both large cities. We just stop for laundry in the former and duck in for a quick dentist appointment in the latter. Turns out Croatia happens to be one of the best countries for dental tourism, boasting the latest technology at competitive prices while avoiding long waiting times. We get in and out the same day we called, fixing a painful tooth while passing through town.
Is he gonna rip it out?
I don't know, but he's got a syringe loaded over there.
Our goal was to get to a beautiful national park just outside of Zadar.
So we drove all the way from Umag down to Paklenica National Park.
We didn't even know it was there.
No, we just kind of fell into it. We
Yeah.
really lucked out.
It's a really weird experience once you learn the history about the national park, like you're in this amazing gorge that people have been living in and using as this path from the sea to the inland for, oh god,
Ages.
No, I mean like way back.
Yeah.
Like back in the Ice Age. No shit. Ice Age. And so, I'm not lying.
I know.
And so you're climbing on these rocks and stuff, and it's just unreal. You can feel how powerful this place is. You feel very small in this place.
Yeah.
The main attraction is an amazing gorge, the most visited climbing site in Croatia, the largest in southeastern Europe, with over 360 equipped routes.
Climbing shrine.
No? Aside from the epic climbing, the park also hosts about 200 kilometres of trails and paths and is home to wildlife such as eagle, falcon and bear. It is a bit too windy to climb when we first arrive, so we start with a day hike up to Manitapek Cave. It is the only cave in the park area that operates tours. Like everything else around here, it's closed.
It's a beautiful spot, and
Yeah.
it's not that many people can go. Yeah, it's beautiful mountains around here. It's extremely windy, and there's some heavy-duty rain coming in a couple of days. Otherwise, we'll probably go home for a longer hike.
We're going to do some big wall climbing.
Yeah.
200 meters. Good start.
It's a good start. Yeah. Give me the crash course first. But this is where that famous Manitapek Cave is supposed to be. And of course it's locked because it's off season. But we can peek inside. Yeah, the climbing routes are closed up here. Look at that. I know. They close in October, and this is November.
Apparently this place is a true madhouse in summer and completely dead through winter like now.
Looking for a spot to camp up for the night. This campground is closed. So we got a tip from some climbers we met earlier today. They're in that white camper over there. So we figured we'll come down and stalk them. Just gonna climb up this ridge line up here. Up into the sun. Good thing it's cold.
We meet a few die-hard climbers who brave the freezing Bura winds in the crag, but mostly we have the place to ourselves.
My first multi-pitch. Thank you. Now it's my turn to climb. So a little bit of a plan B. It's too windy up on that ridge, so we just rappelled back down off the first pitch. Norwegian friends are working on this wall straight ahead. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a little man in red up here, and she's beelaying right below. And we just came down this one right here.
We find a beautiful beach to park up on for a while. We seriously consider moving in. At least that's what it looked like. We end up staying here for over a week, climbing, hiking, swimming, and just enjoying the last few days of summer. Finally, the seasonal rains start in earnest.
There came the rain. It's raining pretty hard right now.
Land here doesn't drain any water.
No.
It just sits on top of it.
There's a whole river coming down the road.
And the crazy strong, icy cold and gusty Bura winds become more frequent. So we decide to move on.
We continue driving south along the coast, still chasing summer. From lovely meetings with fellow travelers, to midnight wake-up calls by the police, and the exploration of massive abandoned ex-communist concrete structures, to taking Dory up one of the most dangerous roads in the world. But more on that in the next episode of Nomads for Love. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. For more, visit our website and engage on social media, or consider supporting us on Patreon. You'll find links in the description below. Until next time, go out and live a life worth living.